nice to see such a packed room. Our relationship, or humans' relationship with predators, is a complicated one. We oftentimes don't really know how to interact with them, don't really know how to feel about them. We represent them in a number of different ways. The big bad wolf, so often maligned and so poorly understood. And yet predators are essential, and not only to ecosystems, but also to us as humans. It's a complex issue dealing with both biology as well as sociology, and as well as humans' kind of intrinsic association with nature. So here to discuss all of that and the importance of wolves is Katie Thacher. So please join me in welcoming her.
Well, first of all, thank you all for coming and waking up early in the morning to see my presentation. So welcome to my senior exhibition on the reintroduction of gray wolves into their natural ecosystems, specifically how the wolves function within these ecosystems. My goal in researching gray wolves in North America was to understand the essential characteristics of wolves, how they interact with the pack, and then touch on the reintroduction of gray wolves into their natural ecosystem. There are an estimated 2 million wolves in North America before Europeans settled here. Now they're on an estimated 10,000 wolves. The number of wild wolves in North America has decreased significantly due to man's presence in their ecosystems. The reintroduction of gray wolves into Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming is essential to restoring a vast ecosystem. In order to understand the importance of wolves in ecosystems, it's necessary to learn the biology of the wolf, pack structure, and the guidelines that they seem to live by. Respect the elders, teach the young, play when you can, hunt when you must, rest in between, share your affections, voice your feelings, and leave your mark. Gray wolves are, on average, between 26 and 34 inches tall from paw to shoulder. From the tip of the nose to the tip of the tail, they are between 5 and 6.5 feet long. Wolves have 4 canines that are 2.5 inches long each. They also have jaw strength of up to 2,000 pounds of pressure per square inch. They eat up to 22 pounds in one day, and typically weigh between 85 and 130 pounds, though females tend to weigh between 85 and 115 pounds. The wolf's paws are 4.5 inches long and 3.5 inches wide, which allows the wolf to run on top of the snow without sinking too deeply. Wolves are able to travel at a trot of about 8 miles an hour and travel up to 40 miles in one day. Wolf pack territories have been known to range between 11 square miles and 800 square miles. And the range of the territory depends on the availability of prey in their area. Wolves also have night vision due to a mirrored layer on their retina which reflects all available light, allowing the wolves to travel and hunt at night. Just to give you an idea, a coo is a campus dog, and his father is a wolf, and he is 26 inches tall from paw to shoulder, which is the minimum height of a gray wolf, and his paws are only 3.5 inches long and 2.5 inches wide. And his canines, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but they're only 1 inch long compared to 2.5 inches of a gray wolf. So as you can see, gray wolves are much larger than even basically a half wolf that a coo is. That's just to give you an example. The average pack size is between 6 and 8 wolves, though some have been counted up to 40 wolves in one pack. The wolves' elders are known as the alphas, 1 female and 1 male. The alphas are the dominant wolves in the pack and keep the pack in line. The wolves that are second in line to the alphas are called betas. Betas are the alpha's offspring, both newborn and full-grown. The omegas are usually the weakest of the pack and the most subordinate. The omegas take the brunt of the aggression of both the alphas and the betas. They usually are wolves that have recently joined the pack and are last in line for the alpha position and for food. The wolf's howl is a sound that is universally known. The howl can signify different things. It can be a communication to tool to, within the pack to congregate for a meeting. It can also be a way to tell other wolf packs to stay away from their territory. And the howl can also communicate that a hunt is about to take place or that a kill has been made. Here's a short clip of this powerful sound. The alpha's pups will reach adulthood usually around 3 years of age. At this time, the betas can fight the alpha male or female for the alpha position. The wolves can also separate themselves from the pack and start a new one. Wolves show dominance through tail position and facial expressions. Alphas tend to carry their tails at a high level, betas straight out, and omegas curled to the side or tucked underneath towards the tail. In this picture right here, alphas tend to keep their tails in this range. Betas usually in this range right here. And omegas really keep their tails in this position. As you can see in the picture on the right, the wolf on the right is showing friendly subordinates with its tail curled to the side, and the wolf on the left is using his tail to show his dominance. Wolves also display their feelings and dominance through their muzzles. Wolves baring their teeth and growling are showing their frustration or dominance over another wolf. If a wolf is attempting to lick another wolf's face, it tends to signify that they are no threat and do not want to cause any trouble. To show they are no threat, wolves will roll onto their backs in their most defenseless position, such as in this picture right here. The hunting strategy of wolves is very organized and dependent on teamwork. A wolf pack's main source of food is elk. While hunting elk, the pack will observe the herd and pick out the weakest. This tends to be a calf or an injured elk. The alpha male or female tend to lead the attack, and the alpha will separate the weakest elk from the rest of the herd, while the rest of the herd will come in on all sides, dragging it to the ground. This next clip shows this in action. Sorry it's so small, I couldn't get it to be heard.
Since the beginning of winter, Yellowstone's herds have been getting steadily weaker. Now at the end of February, the tables have completely turned to favour the Druid pack.
Comes in handy as well when hunting. Wolves' noses have millions of sense receptors, which allow them to smell up to 3 miles away. Even the slightest scent can tell them many things about the animal that left the scent, whether it be another wolf or a prey animal. If the scent is made by a wolf, the wolves can tell whether the wolf was from their own pack or a different pack. It can also tell if the wolf was an alpha, because alphas tend to eat different parts of the